I am so sick of this anti-potato nonsense. Just recently, I saw a famous bariatric surgeon telling his millions of viewers to not eat potatoes because 1, they're high on the glycemic index, meaning they'll spike your blood sugar. 2, their nutritive values pretty blah. And 3, they have no protein. Which is proving me right again that doctors should not be allowed to give nutrition advice. One of those statements was correct. They are high on the glycemic index. And that glycemic index has been used to vilify foods like potatoes, white rice, pasta, bread. I'm sure you get a little shiver down your spine when I, as a dietitian, say, eat potatoes and pasta, they're tasty. And people in the comments will say, but the glycemic index. Do you even know what it is? Well, let's learn together super fast on TikTok, yo. Then you can make an educated decision as to whether or not these foods are bad. Let's go back to 1981, where Kim Carnes' hit Betty Davis Eyes was #1. The AIDS virus had just been identified, and Post-it notes came out. And this guy, Dr. Jenkins, was riding the new wave of fat is good, carbs is bad, okay? Off the original wave of carbs are good, fat is bad, okay? What he did was he fed specific carbohydrate foods to about 5 to 10 people and measured how it affected their blood sugar. From that, he developed the glycemic index. And from that ridiculous data collection came eventually the International Table of Glycemic Index Foods. How they get these numbers is they feed individuals, usually again around 5 to 10 people, 50 grams of carbohydrates from different types of foods and measure their blood sugar. The foods are then given a score from 0 of like hardly detectable any sugar in that body to 100 of holy crap, they're going into a sugar coma. And as you can see, poor little potato is very high on the glycemic index. Higher than a Snicker bar and higher than its ultra-processed cousin, the potato chip. Don't worry, dude, I got your back. So what is the problem with this scale? #1, the tests do not equate to reality. Each food is tested completely on its own, which is not how people eat. We don't eat food, we eat meals. And other research has shown when these high glycemic foods are eaten in a regular meal with fat and protein, the glycemic score goes down by anywhere from 20 to 50%. Secondly, measuring 50 grams of carbs of a food is not taking into consideration serving size. It only takes 1 cup of white rice to get 50 grams of carbs. But it takes 4 cups of beets and 10 cups of watermelon to get 50 grams of carbs, which is why they're so high on the glycemic index. It's stupid. Lastly, we now know that blood sugar response is so individual. It can be affected by genetics, the health of your gut, the microbiome that you have, stress, how you're sleeping. Dumb.